Yo, fire up that diesel. Let's show them how we do it out here. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, they love the way we roll. Kicking up dust on the back.
What's going on, CK Nation? This is your boy, Boss Man CK, and I'm coming to you from the CK Motorsports Full Throttle. And on today's episode, I'm going to give you a little bit more of a tour into my collection and my diecast garage in the CK Motorsports Full Throttle studio. So, put the pedal to the floor, no lift and no fear, and let's get it going. Alright, so, like I said, about a week ago I put an episode out which was about 5 minutes long where I showed you a little bit of my personal collection. And I told you guys I had 103 diecasts on 1/64 scales. Well, today I'm going to give you the whole complete tour because, like I said, I'm sure you guys are wondering, what else is here for CK, for the Boss Man. So here we go. So I'm going to start over here first. First up we got is my Monster Jam collection. Me and my wife been collecting these because, like I said, we're both Monster Jam enthusiasts. We have a total of 18 trucks, and obviously you can see them here from Tech Deck, Rec Deck, all the way down to Blue Thunder. I also had to have my wife's favorite. She loves Ringling Barnum Bailey Circuit, and had to have Sparkle Smash. And of course, you have to have everybody's favorite, Grave Digger. And I want to give out a shout out to my boy Blake Granger. Where my dog's at, I had to get your diecast buddy in support of you because I still think it's wrong what Monster Jam did to you. But hey, man, one of your dogs right here, so here you go. Woo! So, anyways, that's the collection there. And then also, if you're not an OG Power Ranger fan, then you're not in my age, CK Nation. So, I'm not going to disclose what my age is. But, you got to have the OG Power Rangers. So, here they are with the morphers down here. And then we got Batman, because like I said, I've been a big, huge Batman fan since I was a kid. And then, like I said, you got to have the morphers. And then also, I had to get this light for Batman. Obviously, if you all know me in my inner circle real well, I'm a huge Carolina Panthers fan. So obviously, I had to have Carolina's picture with the stadiums, the fan cave. Obviously, you see it says Panthers fan cave where there's no off season. Excuse my dog, she keep rolling through the camera. And then also, Atlanta Braves fan. Always been Atlanta Braves fan. Always will be 4-time champs. So here it is, Turner Field. And the Dean Dome for North Carolina, obviously. Then we got the Dale Jr. clock up here. And then obviously, if you pan over here to some of my personal collection, these things mean a lot to me. I won this in a cornhole championship tournament with a partner. And then I had won this year. This was my NFL Fans Pick'em Championship. Obviously, you gotta be, if you're a Back to the Future fan, you gotta have the DeLorean. And if you're a Smokey and the Bandit fan, the true, as I would call it, Fast and Furious chaser, you gotta have the Trans Am. And also, I have a few personal items that are very near and dear to me. I'll pull out two. We lost our pit bull back in September. She passed away because she had heart failure. So I had to keep her collar for her just to remember her. So we love you, Nala, but here it is. Also, just when my wife watched this, she'll probably cry. But I had to have this. Her father tragically passed away back in 2023. And last beer I had with him was a Busch beer, but he also loved drinking Coronas. And when we went over there to his house, to the house one day, this Corona happened to be out there on the porch like he was giving me a cheer. So I kept this as a memento for him. So rest in peace, Sheriff. And anyways, but yeah, that's just a little bit. Also, one more memento that I have. My neighbor across the street who taught me everything in golf, Mr. Freeman, passed away. But he gave me this trophy when he won the NL Candy Invitational. So I thought it was pretty cool. It's very priceless to me, and I keep it close to the heart as well. And then, like I said, I got a lot of stuff. Championship fantasy football ring, and then Tar Heel stuff, Brave stuff, my woodpeckers and all that. I told you guys a couple of weeks ago on one episode that I had 103 die-cast, 103, 164 scales. So I'm going to show them to you. So first up we have the Chase Elliott's die-cast. Like I said, I got all these from the years collecting. From there, then we got the Dale Jr. clock, the Dale Jr. pitcher, Dale Jr. fans. Got these for Dale Jr. My wife had to have this one, so I got it for us. Dale Sr., Dale Earnhardt mini bobblehead. Had to have this guy, the Coca-Cola helmet, AC Delco, Coca-Cola. Then, like I said, when Dale Jr. came out and said he was running the Sun Drop again in the Cars Tour at Wilkesboro, had to have this, thought it was cool. I'm not drinking it. Obviously, there is drinking here, but I will not be drinking it because it's 3 years overdue. So, yeah, I will not be drinking it. Also had to have it in the bottle, and, of course, had to have it when he came out with the Dale Jr. 8. So, had to have that as well. Then when you look over here, I got my Dale Jr. 164 scales plus Junior Motorsports stuff. So they're all right there. I'm sure the cameraman will get on it and show y'all. And then also, the last bit of my 164s, obviously again, from Richard Petty, Cole Trickle, all the way down to Mark Martin. And then my wife's favorite, all the way down from Martin Truex Jr. down to Seabell. She loves them dudes. So it is what it is. I had to have them for her, so I told her I'd get them. So every time we see Truex or Seabell car, guess what? We're collecting them. So, and then I told you guys I had the big cars as well. Here they are from Dale Sr., which is my wife's favorite. And if you look at this as well, it is actually a bank. That's what's crazy about it. I told you guys on the episode I had the 124 scale in Mark Martin as well. Here it is. And then all the way down, like I said, we have these. And then we have the haulers. So, that's what the Boss Man CK's got going on in his die-cast garage. I will show you 2 more things. Then we're going to be done. I had to have, when racing went back to the Rock, this came off of Connor Zillage's car. Had to have it. So, and then also off of Carson Quaffel's car. Had to have those. And I told my wife, I said, believe it or not, because I got the opportunity to go run my Camaro, even though it's a Christmas light drive and we only do it 30 miles an hour, got the opportunity to drive on the Rock. Rockingham is near and dear to me, so it's been a favorite track of mine. Like I said in the previous, it's where I see my first race at, so I told my wife if my tires ever had to be changed, I was keeping one. To say that I rode on the Rock, and here it is. So, and then also, you guys are looking, I got Mellows, and Boss Man is a big Jordans fan, so I have my Jordan collection there as well. So, with that being said, again, you guys have been awesome. Want to thank you guys for blowing up TikTok, rolling through YouTube. We had another episode hit the other day, short reel that hit over 1,300, so thank you guys again. And thank you for being on Facebook and following, liking, and subscribing, and growing the CK Nation. And with that being said, I'm the Boss Man CK. Keep the pedal to the floor, all fear, no brakes, and I'll see y'all on the next episode of CK Motorsports Full Throttle.